To further continue, each time Kristen filed her false reports, she would change the circumstances of 2002 and reduce her age to 13 instead of 14 and make the circumstances a lot worse, not consensual. There are at least a total of 5 different versions of 2002 from her. How many different versions of one event can there be from one person? She only did it to make the circumstances more like Ashley's uncle's charge. I had emailed Kristen a couple of not-so-nice emails in March of 2008 to get her to file something so that I could question her regarding her association with Ashley. She didn't file anything until October 28, 2008, after Ashley received a motion where I requested to file a supplemental brief 4 visits with the Vermont Supreme Court where I said I could prove the conspiracy between her and Kristen. On October 28, 2008, after my family and I had returned from Chili's, an officer came to my house and served me with a restraining order where Kristen alleged that my elder friend and I were outside her house in my friend's gold car while she was on the phone with Ashley. Like I said, all Grierson's idiot ruling did was encourage Kristen to lie some more, thinking she could get away with it. Yup. All that idiot did. She also mentioned the emails I had sent her 7 months prior to this. Why didn't she say anything about them when I sent them if they were of such a concern to her? Because she's an idiot and she wanted to avoid things until I said I could prove the conspiracy between them. But the court ignores it anyway, whatever. The orders were upheld based on the emails, but not on her lies regarding my friend and me being outside her place in my friend's car, which had been destroyed 10 months prior, but it was the car that Kristen remembered from when she stalked me and falsely accused me in 2005-2006. I was contacted by David Guay on MySpace, and he told me that Kristen tried doing the same thing to him and that he had been to Ashley's in Jericho with Kristen once. In July of 2009, I had court for my lawsuit, but only Ashley and her now ex-husband, also lying psychopaths, were there. I asked Ashley about Kristen, and she said that she had only emailed her a couple of times to find out who she was. I was claiming conspiracy at that point, so why would she want to do anything to make it look more like a conspiracy? I told her how Kristen had written in a report that she was on phone with her, and asked why Kristen would do that, but Ashley just said that she didn't know and that she'd only emailed her a couple of times. The lawsuit went nowhere since I didn't have everybody there to question them. If I had Kristen, David Ballard, and David Guay there, then I could have done better. And I also didn't have a jury there, unfortunately, because it was done by the judge, because I was giving this judge the benefit of the doubt, Corzone's the benefit of the doubt. So I decided to just do it with him instead of a jury, but he went out of his way to not really let the lawsuit be heard, and if a jury heard it, then it'd have been different. Anyway, I couldn't locate Kristen, David, or either of the Davids to subpoena them, so I couldn't question them. Anyway, the judge, Corzones, kind of made an excuse for Ashley by saying, how many friends do I have on my MySpace? I had at least 500 friends, but that's only because I started playing this vampires game on MySpace, and Ashley only had 9 or so friends, 2 of which were Kristen's profiles, and the rest were Ashley's friends or family. I became Vermont's 3rd delegate to the Continental Congress 2009, and I learned why the system could do this and get away with it. Due to the 14th Amendment, I get no proper redress of grievances, even when I can prove a conspiracy. Nobody gets proper redress of grievances. and there is no government accountability. Officials are immune, so it doesn't matter what they do or when they lie or behave unethically. To be continued.